Now it's going to get interesting. Let's see. Okay. Going already. That's good. Greetings to anyone who might happen to be here. I hope you are having nice day / evening / night, whatever you are having right now. Give me a bit to set everything up, and then I will be right with you. It's interesting that even after doing 2 streams like this, I still have no idea what I'm doing. But hey, that's pretty much my whole existence, I suppose. Hello, Hikari. Welcome. How are you doing? How is everyone doing? Welcome. Welcome to a very, I don't want to say spontaneous stream because it's not really, because I promised I will be doing stream on Sunday. Hey Kira, welcome. It's going to be a short one because I have to get up tomorrow very early for school. And we have a lag. Awesome. Always good to see. Come on. Okay, is it lagging just... Okay. Yeah, good. Good. There was a slight lag. Sorry about that. I have no idea why. What was I talking about? Yes. The stream is going to be on a shorter side because I have to get up early tomorrow for school. I wanted to start a bit earlier, but Hannah was streaming and I didn't want the streams to clash, so that's that. What do you mean school? I thought you are an adult. I am an adult for the last 6 years. That doesn't mean I'm not studying. I'm still going to school. I'm in university. That's why I work where I work, because I need praxis. So yeah, I have a morning lecture tomorrow, unfortunately. So I have to get up early. Anyway, everyone doing okay tonight, today? I don't know what time zone you are in right now. I hope you are doing well. And let's see what we can do today, because I, as always, don't have a plan. Yeah, in that case, or in that regard, the stream is rather spontaneous. Also, tell me how the sound is, if you can hear me properly. I apologize if there's echo, because I don't know why the room became so echoey after the reconstruction, but hey, it is what it is, unfortunately. I'm alive. Mood, honestly. What do you want to become once you are done? I honestly have no idea. Like, I can, with the school I'm in and with the program, I can be a lot of things. Like, do the office job for police or for firefighters, for example, or I can be a security management if someone will hire me to do that. There's a lot. Risk analysis, I can do risk analysis and stuff like that. So, yeah, there's quite a lot of stuff I can do. I can do HR. We also had a, in one semester we had a subject for that. So I can do that. Depends on what people would want to hire me for. I personally would love to be, or love to do something with the risk management or like risk evaluation and all that stuff, because that's a job for me, because that's about thinking of critical scenarios, and my head works very well for that. The volume is fine, everything is okay, awesome. Hello Arda, welcome, welcome. Why does nobody have an idea what they want to be? I know it's hard, but there needs to be some kind of plan. I mean, in today's work market, it's difficult to say for sure what you want to be, because I talked about it before. I spent 2 years in law school, and from what I talked with the people who studied there too, most of the people who started doing praxis throughout the school were working in completely unrelated areas of jobs. And when they finished with the school, they stayed in the job they did the praxis in, because obviously, like, the companies are rather if they erase you, quotation marks, in their environment and know what to expect from you and know that you already have some expertise, let's say. So we can start working in a completely unrelated field of work to what we are studying, and that's usually what happens. It's just like that. People have a lot of paths to choose their job. It's hard to choose one. Yeah. And then there's the thing when, even if you have a dream job, there's no guarantee that you are going to get it, even though you study your whole life towards it, because the job market just doesn't work like that. It doesn't care that you want to be, I don't know, let's say a doctor. If there are no free spaces or no hospital would hire you, then you are just not going to be working as a doctor. That's just how it is. Obviously, doctors are always welcomed, so that's kind of stupid example, but you get what I mean. I just think it's easier to have a plan. Yeah, obviously, it is easier to have a plan and like focus your studies and everything on a certain path you want to take in life. However, from all the people I know and from all the people I went to school with, I know maybe 2 people who actually like knew what they want to do early on and studied or chose the schools based on what they wanted to study and what they wanted to become. So it is what it is. I actually went to, I don't think many other countries have this, but we call it gymnasium, but it has nothing to do with like sports. It's a sort of, it's a high school, but a different kind of high school, let's say. It's not like a typical high school. It's more focused on like preparing you for going to uni, let's say. And I went there because I didn't want to decide in the 9th grade, where you switch from elementary school to high school. I didn't want to decide what I want to do and which high school I want to go to. So I went to that special kind of high school to have 4 more years to decide on that. yeah, I still don't know what I want to do. My plan and chances is good to become a teacher. I mean, yeah, like teachers are going to be needed all the time. So I believe that you have a high chance to get there. I don't have a plan, I just see what will happen. Yeah, that's probably true for most people. I made it to the stream. Hey Leah, welcome. Thank you for your kind comments on the last video. I really appreciate it. Like overall, all the nice comments and you gushing about the story, and you don't even need to like praise my writing style or anything like that. But just seeing you being happy about the story and all the reactions is such a mood raiser. It's amazing. You have no idea. Of course, I really do mean it. Oh, thank you. By the way, I finished the necklace I was working on last time. So this is how it looks like. You don't really see the colors too well on the phone, but yeah, this is what it looks like. If only the moon stops spinning. Yeah. I would love to wear it to show you how it looks like on a person. However, I made a mistake or no, I didn't make a mistake, but for me, the choker part is really tight. I don't like having things wrapped around my throat for whatever reason. And my throat hurts just from when I tried it on to make to do a photo for future needs. So I'm not going to wear that. However, I also made, as a little practice, a little keychain, and if you can see, there is a little guitar and a music note. So based on the colors and all the charms, I will let you guess who this is inspired by. It's simply we praise and compliment what we love. Aw, that's good to hear. I'm always happy about that. What's this life about? Talking. Pretty much. Yeah, I'm just catching up with you guys about anything that goes, and I was thinking maybe we could like go through the ideas I currently have for the channel, because I put up a vote on the community page about which video is going to be next. So if you haven't checked it yet, go do it. I mean, the one that I expected to win is winning currently, of course. Yeah, so that's going to be the first one, most probably. However, I still have a lot of stuff I want to work on, so we can take a look at that. Semi, yes, that's the one. Have a nice day, Kira, too. Have a nice day too, Kira. The other way around. See you next time. Be right back, we'll go to check. Please answer. What am I supposed to answer? I haven't seen any question from you. What did you ask? So yeah, we can go through this little bad boy and also through my notes and see what we can gather, let's say. Because I was thinking about doing some womb again. Yeah, we can go through that. I think the highest one was like fainting in front of the team. Yep. Aphrodite, welcome. Haven't seen you around for quite a long while. If you're actually the person I think you are. Why, what are you pleading for? I have no idea what you asked because there's no message from you. Apart from you pleading, I have no idea what you asked. Ask again if you need answer so badly. Anyway, my day is good. Come on, really? Cynthia, hello. I apologize for the little lags. I don't know what's happening. Just my internet going bananas, as always. Hello, welcome. Yeah, so as I said, I was thinking about doing some womb again. However, I have no idea with who and what I should do. Choose one. From what? I have no idea. Explain. I can't answer or choose from anything if you don't tell me from what I'm choosing. I know I've been missing a lot of streams, but lately I just never could join the other streams. That's okay. Real life always takes the first place, or it should at least. But it's good to see you back. So for fainting in front of the teams, which teams are you gonna do and which characters? So since the setters won, I chose teams with the setters we know. So Seijo, Karasuno, Nekoma, Fukurodani, Shiratorizawa, Inarizaki, and that's about it, I believe. Wait a sec, I have them written somewhere. Oh, and Dateko. I forgot my wall boys. Shame on me. So yeah, these 7. I have Seijo and Shiratorizawa written. It's going to be setters, and I decided to do like the first generation setters, aka the older ones. So for Seijo it's going to be Oikawa, for Karasuno it's going to be Sugawara, Fukurodani obviously Akashi, Nekoma obviously Kenma, Dateko is going to be Kogane, who is the only exception in the rules of like doing the older setters first, because as much as I would love to do Moniwa, that video is not going to do well on YouTube, and I'm very sorry to all Moniwa lovers, but I'm not going to spend several hours of my life, which I could invest into writing something else, in writing something that's not going to do well. And for Inarizaki it's going to be Atsumu, and that's oh, and for Shiratorizawa it's going to be Semi first. And when that's done, I will be doing the second gen setters for the teams where there are 2 setters already present. So Karasuno, Shiratorizawa, and Saijo. So we will get Yahaba, Shirabu, and Kageyama. Not to bother you, didn't say anything wrong, but I prefer to go by nameless. Okay, I will try to remember that. I'm back, awesome. And that's why is everyone I love going live. I said I will go live on Sunday. I would go earlier, but Tara was streaming. I didn't want the streams to clash. Also, do you know anybody from Nohebe apart from Dasho and Kukure? Yeah, of course. I included Numai recently in a video, who I had canon to be very protective of Dasho. And I like to ship him with Hiro. So they are together in the storyline, even though they are not going to appear as like the main focus, but they are just a ship in the background. Because I think they are cute. Then there's Sakashima, definitely, but I can't for the love of God remember which exact one he is. I think I know who, but I can't describe him from the top of my head. So the basic setter and themes. Okay, I get it. Yeah, pretty much. And then after that's done, and like the first gen, second gen, I'm thinking about doing something for the captains, because the captains were second, and I really want to do something for them because everyone is doing setters, and I really want to do something like not as typical. So I will have to think of something for the captains. I was thinking about doing like getting injured in front of the team. Not sure if I would do it as a challenge this time, since you voted for the fainting to be a real thing. So we will see, but something like that. It's kind of sad how it won't do as well, because the characters are not as popular, and so it's kind of hard to find content about them. Yeah, that's just how it is, unfortunately. Well, I mean, if you write about like the more niche characters on AO3, there are going to be a few people who are going to be looking for that, of course. But YouTube is a social platform, it's not an archive. So yeah, you have to go by the algorithm. That's just how it is, unfortunately. I was talking about it the last time, that I can't always write what I want to write, and I have to adjust the content I put out based on what I know will do better. In my country it's Monday, really confusing when you said Sunday. It's still Sunday for me. It's 8 p.m. right now. Why here? If you don't tell me what I'm supposed to answer, I'm going to give you timeout, because, not gonna lie, you are pissing me off a little bit. You should do libero characters one. Yeah, I will think about it. Like, I know that liberos were also requested in the comments. I will see what I can do, but like, that's so much content ahead that I'm not going to be thinking about it right now. Sakashima is the number 7, their setter. Also, to have an idea what Numa and Hiro's ship name is. I would say Numa Hiro, probably. No idea. I don't think anyone actually like ships them these days. I know about one artist who makes fan arts for them, or made, who is the one who got me into the ship. So yeah, and they are Japanese, I believe. So only on Pixiv. Challenge. Yeah, okay, never mind. What are we currently talking about? I was on a phone call with my mother. We were talking about the fainting in front of the team challenge, or series, I suppose. I am not going to be calling it challenge when it's not a challenge. and about the plans to do something like that for the captains. And as I said, I was thinking about doing like getting injured or just missing completely and watching the reaction of the team to see how they will react to their absence. Something like that. We will see. Sorry, I do send, but you can't see it. Yes, I can't see it. I'm just seeing you pleading for me to answer, but I don't know what. Do we have any big rules for what you can type in the chat? Not really, since Alyssa isn't here either way. I don't know, I have few forbidden words, but they are like, I don't know, a reference to in another life maybe, and I forbid Bruno because of back when the video when Kyohova got a dog came out first. It was around the time Encanto came out, and everyone was spamming comments with "we don't talk about Bruno," so I forbid it. But otherwise, there are no forbidden words. I love the ship, and I draw it a few times in school in my math class when I'm currently failing. No matter though, I can good point in this trimester. Yeah, they're a cute ship, I admit. It's a shame that there isn't more for them. Use different words. Maybe try that. As I said, I don't have any harsh rules unless it's like, unless there are profanities, I suppose it should go through. So yeah. Anyway, I wanted to do Womp, and I have a list of stuff from when I was asking for the Womp Wednesday suggestions in the forum. How have you been? Also, do you want to go by N or Hayato? I don't mind either. You can use both, I will understand. Need your help? I want to write my best friend a poem before it's her time to go. Can you please give me one topic? Oof. For poems? Oof, I'm not a poet, unfortunately, and coming up with prompts is probably the worst thing I am. I don't know, I have no idea. Question that just randomly popped in my head. What's your favorite ship to write about, or just in general? Depends. Like, I really like writing Kyohaba because they are surprisingly easy for me to write, and I can put them into all kinds of AUs because they just fit into everything, honestly. Yeah, so whatever scenario I come up with, I can probably put Kyohaba in there. So in that regard, they are my favorite to write because I can do so many things with them. And I'm thinking maybe Semishira or Kawagata, one of them. Because Kawagata can also be put into a lot of stuff. However, since they are not as popular of a ship, it's slightly more difficult to write about. So yeah, that's about it. And overall, favorite ships, I have my big 5, but it all depends on what fan art I see. And lately I've been thinking a lot about Enotana and Tanaka and Dasha as a ship. So really, it depends on what fan art I see. Okay, but the real question is, who's better looking, Kuro or Hiro? Because they look similar here in their name. I don't know. I've seen people say that Hiro is Kuroken love child, which is honestly true. Like, he kind of looks like a combination of the two. I'm not too set up on Kuro as a character, so I'm not the judge of that. Wait, do take video ideas, cause I've been thinking of something, but can't see write a good story about it, so I was wondering how other creators who could write it. If you have an idea, you can put it into the request form that's linked in description of every video, or at least every newer video. So it's not getting lost in comments or in chat. Akashin can look like Sunatu. Yeah, can be. I mean, there's, from like a character creation standpoint. Hello, Leah, welcome. Good to see you. From character creation standpoint, there is only so much you can do to differentiate the characters. So in the end, some of the characters end up looking similar, which is fine because, like, even if you look at people, we are similar in many things with others. So even though we differentiate vastly through like smaller things. What are we talking about? Currently, we are talking about ships. Didn't we want to talk about future videos since you put the journal out a few minutes ago? Yes, but you always sidetrack me. But that's fine, sidetrack me more. We will get to it, no worries. Or are we already talking about that? No, we didn't get to it yet. True, yes, Kuros looks and Kenma's personality kind of for how much he likes his done with life. Yeah, a little bit. Anyway, so when I have the notebook here, I realized I maybe made a little mistake in the way I went about the request for Womp Wednesday. Because since you couldn't see what the prompts were, people were writing me requests in there, even though I said, like, don't think of the story because you don't know what the prompt is behind the bingo card. So it was a bit chaotic, but I managed to pull everything out of it that I wanted. By the way, funny. Damn it. Stop lagging. I hate this. Just a moment. It's going to come up at some point. I will get to the question in a second. Just wait a bit. Oh dear. Okay, I'm not sure if we are still on. Tell me if we are still on or my whole internet just crashed. Or if it's just my computer. No, it's good. Awesome. It's not good, but it seems like the stream is on. Never mind. It's on. Good. Thank God for mobile streams. Also, what was your favorite story to write? My favorite is definitely the core maze. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun to write, definitely. That was a good idea. I really liked it. I liked that one. Whenever I see a journal, I think about the fact I'm supposed to continue to write my own story, but I don't want to go. Yeah, it'd be like that. We are still on. Okay. Good. Anyway, so Wednesday. Finally getting to it. Yes, I know I'm offline. Hey, Hannah. Welcome. Fun thing is that considering how many people are asking me for in regards to Terusho and Otana, they are asking for Enoshita angst, Terushima angst, and Tanaka angst, or mainly Terushima and Tanaka angst. We get for Wednesday. We will see. From the several times Terusho and Otana came up in the Wednesday requests, only one of them was for Tanaka and one of them was for Terushima. So, like, I don't know what to get from that. Anyway, so what do we have here? I have some stuff that I'm not going to be talking about because it's going to be part of the storylines, so I don't want to spoil it. However, there are some stories that could use a bit of work, let's say. So I'm going to skip those two because I want to use those. However, we have Kyohaba and Amnesia. So would you be interested in that? It's supposed to be pretty heavy angst and somewhat heavy injury. So I suppose that could work pretty well. I'm totally not doing my French homework while listening. I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, so we have Kyohaba and Amnesia. Then, what do we have here? Oh yeah, we have Iwaoi caught in an explosion, which, surprisingly enough, the person who requested it hit it pretty well and called for life-threatening injury and heavy angst, which, yes, getting caught in an explosion will do that, surprisingly enough. Yes, but only with a happy end. Yeah, well, I mean, it's probably going to be a part of the main storyline, so we will see. I should be studying currently, but I'm not in the mood for studying. Understandable. But then again, have angst. Angst, sure, that would be cool. If you do fainting in front of the team, which team will you start with? I will be starting with Seijo. I have Seijo and Shiratorizawa written already, so that's going to be the first and second. I had to take a little break from that because, yeah, but I went down a medical rabbit hole because of that again. So now I get to educate you about certain medical conditions since you voted for it to be a real thing. So obviously I have to figure out some things, how to make it real. So yes, medical rabbit holes. Great. We will see the Great King Angst. I mean, yeah, kinda. It's not going to be too heavy, I suppose. But yeah. We will see some getting Seijo, let's say. So that was Iwaoi and got an explosion. We also have Kinkuni, if I can't have you, which should be heavy on both ends, for angst and for injury. Where I was thinking about doing something along the lines of a certain character coming back, which would fit nicely into this narrative. You will get gold star if you can guess which character would come back for this particular story. The magical rabbit holes. Aren't they the best? Will it go heavy as the series goes on? The fainting? I suppose. Like, I'm not going to make it into a like ranking, like from the lightest to the heaviest. Probably not. I'm just going as I get ideas, I suppose. So I can't say that the last one will be the most angsty, but some will be more angsty, some will be a bit less. Let's just leave it at that. Are you planning about doing Matsuhana soon? I would love to. Though Matsuhana is not doing really well for one-shots, but they were requested here. So I suppose I can go with them at some point. And they are actually requested quite a lot, which is kind of disheartening, because when you see people requesting something, what you know that's not going to do well, I feel so bad for that, because I'm not going to do that for a long time. It's sad, it's sad. But I will try. Turbo or some crazy eggs. Not entirely. The guy from the Halloween party. Awesome, Leah gets a gold star. I would love to award you with a gold star. I don't know how, but have a imaginary gold star. I don't think I have a star here. Never mind, I will have to make one for these exact occasions. That's how I did the fainting series, just whatever team I was inspired for in the moment. Yeah, that's how I do it all the time. Okay, you see, when you are writing and you are me, or for the most part any textuber I know, usually, when you are forced to write something, it becomes this sort of chore, and it's very difficult to get into the groove and really get into the story. So when you are writing based on what your current idea is, or your current, let's call it passion is, then it's better. The story always looks better when you are actually into it. Instead of, okay, yeah, I have to write this because I promised it, but I don't have. Thank you, Anna. Thank you very much. But what I was talking about. Oh dear. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So the story is always going to look better if you are writing something you are actually enjoying. That's why it's always easier to write a story rather than, let's say, essay for school, because you are forced to write the essay for school, whereas you are not forced to write the story and you are writing what you enjoy. Oh my god, yes, there are so many ships that are cute for one-shots, but they don't do well. Yeah, I mean, you know the struggle. It's just, it is what it is. It's a shame. Like, I was talking about it at the beginning when we talked about the fainting series and the fact that I'm going to have to skip Moniva. because even though I would love to make a part for him, I know it's not going to do well. And YouTube is a business. That's just how it is, for creators at least. You as viewers are not seeing that, but it is what it is. So, yeah. I'm a simp. Hello, welcome. I will, thank you. Poor Kunyemi gonna be traumatized again. Those of you who are regulars on my channel know that I love to traumatize my characters. I felt that I'm writing a French essay right now, yeah. Question, how do you get your motivation for these? That's a good question. I don't know. It just comes at some point, like, I don't know. Sometimes you are just motivated, and how to explain it? Imagine that you are hungry, and sometimes you are in the mood to eat something, but you don't have that. Like, you don't have it done. You just have the ingredients, which in my case are words. And so you are super motivated now to make that food you are craving. That's probably the only way I can explain it. Yeah, I am borrowing a bit of Kagehina logic with explaining things over food. But it's like the easiest explanation I can think of. Absolutely agree. Following the inspiration makes for the best stories. It gets really difficult when you feel like you have to write something. Yeah. But of course, on the other hand, getting the inspiration is... The inspiration is sparse sometimes, and you have to push yourself to some extent to write, because if you are going to be... That goes for anything. Like, it doesn't have to be fan fiction. It can be regular. It can be writing original fiction. If you are working on a book, you probably know that. The inspiration can be sparse, and you can't really sit around and wait until the inspiration hits and like you get very enthusiastic into writing stuff. You just sometimes have to sit down and write something, and then the words can get flowing. Sometimes no, but sometimes it gets the words flowing, and that's exactly what you are waiting for. Or not waiting for, actually. But yeah, that's exactly what you want. So you can't just sit around and wait until you get inspired, because in that case you wouldn't write anything pretty much. So you have to go ahead to it. You have to meet it in the middle, let's say. Sometimes I still simply write stuff I think I won't do well just because I want to, and sometimes YouTube and the community surprises me. Yeah, that's also true. Wait, writing things in the language you don't speak well sucks though. Like me writing my essay right now, help me. Yeah, that's the thing with my writing in English. It's not my first language, as you most definitely know, at least those of you who are regulars on the channel. But I'm at the point where even like the story notes and everything around my writing, I write in English. I can't write story notes in Czech anymore. It's weird, but it sounds so strange. If you were in the haiku world, which school would you go? And if you were in volleyball team from this school, what would be your position? That's a difficult question. I would probably go to Seijo because, I don't know, Seijo or Shiratorizawa, one of those. Because I love Shiratorizawa, I love their dynamics between them. However, I think that it would be difficult to express oneself. I'm not sure how to say what I want to say in English, so let's leave it at that. But I love their team dynamics, and I believe that I would enjoy being among them. And Seijo, because they are just like a big family, and I love it. Like, say whatever you want about Seijo, but their dynamic is awesome, and I love it. And what position? I don't know, probably a spiker. That could probably work. Spiker or middle blocker, because I wouldn't be good libero, I know that, even though I would probably end there, because not many of you probably remember when I talked about it ages ago, but whenever we had PE and played any kind of team sport, I always ended up as a goalie because no one else wanted to do that. And while I do have a big body mass to block the gate or block the net, I close my eyes when something flies on me. So I'm not catching the ball, I cover before the ball. So putting me as a goalie is the worst decision ever. And putting me as a libero would be the same. So I would be a horrible libero. And to be a setter, I would have to be smart, which I'm not in this regard. So yes, spiker or middle blocker. Motivation comes with action, yes. Not always, but you can meet it in the middle, as I said. I have to go sadly, but I will be in the lookout for notifications from you as I enjoy seeing your post. Goodbye, everyone. Have a great day. You too, Leah. Hope to see you again soon. I read and write better in English than Serbian. Me too at this point, honestly. I don't know when it happened, but yes, I don't know how to write in Czech anymore. I wouldn't be able to write a single story in Czech right now. That's how much I got used to writing in English. It's horrible. Nekama forever. Sorry, I'm a Seijo and Shiratorizawa lover. You could have expected it. You know me, Hannah. No, neither it is mine. I just forgot my first language and rarely talk Dutch anymore. Also, some teacher can't teach all 10 subjects. How am I supposed to learn them? Yeah, that's an unfortunate reality of schooling. You're sleeping on Doteko. We are not sleeping on Doteko. I'm not sleeping on Doteko. It's just that I would like it more to be part of Seijo than Doteko. Seijo is the best at. Yeah. Why do people hate them? I don't think people hate Seijo. People tend to dislike Oikawa occasionally. Not as much as at the beginning, but yeah, there are still people who do that. I talked about Kindaichi hate in the previous stream, so I'm not going to go into rant again, because that would be for a very long time and I would get angry again, so I'm not going to do that. Thank you very much. Cynthia, I agree. Seijo is so good. Bye everyone, I need to go now studying and stuff. Have a nice day. You too, Aphrodite. But it was very nice to see you. Hope to see you again soon. Same, I can only write any creative text in English at this point. I don't know why that happened, but I think it's because me personally, I spend like 99% of my time in English speaking or among people who speak English among each other, because I'm mostly home alone, and when I go out I usually just listen, I don't speak. So yeah, I'm in English surroundings, so yeah, that's just how it is, I suppose. Seja forever, they're amazing. I just love Atari and Yaba. Yeah, very fair. I love Yaba too. Oikawa is baby, he needs to be protected. I mean, Oikawa can take care of himself against haters, I would say. I don't know. Like, Oikawa hate pisses me off too. However, Kindaichi hate pisses me off much more because it's unfair. I mean, even Oikawa hate is unfair for the most part. But goddammit. You know what I love to do? I love to sometimes go on Twitter and just go through the ship and character tags on Twitter and just block everyone who says, even as a joke, like, why would you joke about hating something and hating a character? Like, no, sorry. And I just do block, and it makes me so happy. Whenever I see something even remotely hateful towards a character I love, sorry, you are blocked. I don't want to see you on my TL anymore. And it makes me super happy. So in case you need a mood raiser and you are prepared for seeing some stuff or seeing some hate aimed towards your favorite characters, but you want to exchange that for the good feeling of never seeing that person on your profile or in your searches again, I recommend doing this. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Yeah, Oikawa protection squad bar. I could do something like that. I've seen people do videos about like Oikawa protection squad and all that stuff. I could do that. Could be interesting. Could actually do well when I think about it. He's like an old shirt you love on the font. Don't want to throw away. Like, you love it but also hate it. That's an interesting comparison. I think I will steal it at some point because that sounds awesome. That's probably good for mental health. It is. It is a great mood raiser, honestly. I give fans are the best gaslighters. I would say we have a competition, but I suppose it can be said that. But in the best way possible, of course. My friend jokes about hating Goshiki, but she does it so much that I don't know if it's a joke anymore. See, and that's exactly why there is a block button. I suppose you can't block people in real life, but it can be transported into a real life too, if you know what I mean. Okay, now, we don't condone violence here. Just a little bit. Never mind. Yes, please do videos with protection squads. I mean, I would love to, but I suppose at this point it would still end up being the same squad or squads again, because that would be Oikawa, probably Hinata, I suppose, because there's a lot of that. I'm thinking which characters could be done in this way that would still be like interesting, but it wouldn't be overdone. Maybe Kageyama could work in this regard when I think about it. I will think about it. On my channel, the Atsumo protection squad is the most popular. Yeah, unsurprisingly. Do you know how I feel about writing also Atsumo and Sakuatsu and all that stuff? Simple, just protect the pretty setter squad. I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing with the fainting challenge. Or not challenge, fainting series. We could do protection squads for captains. Huh. That could actually be an interesting idea for the captains. I don't know how that would work, but I could see that happening. I will write it down, because that's a very intriguing idea. Probably not here, because it's not final. However, that's why we have these little blasters here. Or for aces, that could also work, because I know the aces were like least wanted from the poll I did, but many of the aces are either hyperactive or like easily excitable or very anxious, so that could also work. Violence is only okay when no one is watching. Yes. Taken from a bit more serious point, violence is not the answer, is a kind of BS. And it only works when the other person is not violent first. If you are defending yourself, then violence is always an answer. Just putting it out there. I think I blocked and unblocked her 10 times on WhatsApp already because of it. Oh, you can keep her blocked. There's no shame in that. Suka, Yamaguchi, Kagema, Yahaba, Tendo. Yeah, Tendo protection squad, that could work. Yamaguchi, Kageyama also. Yahaba could also work. I will think of something. That's a good idea, but probably after the fainting. I love Atsumo and Sakuatsu. I know! I don't have anything against them. I just see writing them as a chore. Voicing them is fun, but writing them is a chore for me. Protect the captions too, they are so underrated. They are! Ushishima protection squad where I'll be the leader of it. So you're saying I can hit my teammates' head with a volleyball if they disobey my captain orders? I mean, if you take disobeying orders as being violent, then yeah, sure, go for it. She's the only one who entertains me when I'm bored in my insomnia life. Yeah, that's why I said it's difficult to block people in real life. I mean, if they are not completely toxic, then sure, go ahead and block the shit out of them. But yeah, it's always a bit more complicated. Also, I'm very sorry to hear that you suffer from insomnia. Okay, hear me out, Ice Hearts Iwabi version. Yeah, for that I would actually have to be in the mood for writing Iwabi. I don't know what I would write for them, because Ice Hearts were inspired by a fan art, so I'm not sure how I would go about the Iwabi version of that. I mean, I suppose it could work, but It's fine, don't worry too much about it. I'm sorry. I care about my viewers. I'm so annoyed that the stream is lagging on my PC. I know it's probably not lagging on the phone, but it's annoying. Yeah, so that's that. I gotta go now. I have done. See you, everyone. See you, Leah. Hopefully soon. Okay, so while I still have people here, I will go through the rest of the stuff that I have. So we ended with Iwaoi, and actually I have Matsuhana and Panic Attacks, which I'm not sure what I want to do with, but we will see. We also have Osasuna and Life-Threatening Illness, extremely heavy on both sides, in angst and injury, obviously, which was requested for Suna, but I'm thinking if maybe I will switch it for Osamu, considering the storyline that started with Festive Lights. So I will see. Unless it wouldn't be part of the storyline, then it could be Suna very easily. The King Kunyiven Kendachi said to his mother uncle that Kunyiven was his husband in the beginning. I love that part, it was my favorite part of the video. That was actually one of my favorite parts as well. I thoroughly enjoyed that, like writing it. Okay, then we have Saneshira and Thrown Down the Stairs, which I was very excited about. However, considering we now have the Mute Semi series, I'm not sure I will do that in the near future, because yes, that would be a bit too much, especially considering that they have a parenting journey ahead of them. The way he referred to him as a cat was so cute. I mean, he is kinda cat-like. I wanted to say he would fit in Nekoma, but then I realized he probably wouldn't, like, play style-wise. I'm back, I realized I didn't need to study as much as I thought. Well, that's a good realization. Better than the other way around. Okay, this is part of storyline. Okay, another Matsuhana and acid burns. I actually really wanted to do acid burns. Like, I want to do them so bad. For a different ship also, but... It's always Maki getting these. That's interesting. Probably because I torture Matsun a lot in the stories already. So yeah, Matsuhana and acid burns. We also have Arankita buried in rubble with life-threatening injury and heavy angst. That could also be done. Then... Okay, I have Kyohaba and Poltergeist, which I have no idea what I'm supposed to do about. I don't know why I kept the prompt there for this. Especially the heavy angst and injury somewhere in the middle. What am I supposed to do with this? Like, I believe I had an idea for this. That's why I kept it and didn't put an alternative prompt for that. But goddammit, I have no idea what to do about this. Matsuri is a traumatized baby. He is in my storyline. Only Farbe and angst. Don't we all? Don't we all? Also, we have Ushiten and Falling from Great Height, which is a prompt I kind of hoped would get a different ship, but hey, it is what it is. And that's supposed to be extreme angst and heavy injury, obviously. So I will see what I will do about this one. What else? This is part of the storyline. Oh, Saku Atsu, drowning their sorrows. That could be interesting, but I'm not sure how this one will go with the YouTube policies, because that's obviously going to include alcohol. We will see. Then... Okay, I have Semishira. Make an example of them, which is a super interesting prompt because obviously you know what this is going to be about somewhat. And it's for Shirabu, which... Who is it? Elgato? Who keeps asking me for something to make Semi cry? I suppose this could work. But yeah, I'm probably not going to get to it anytime soon either, considering where we are with the storyline. He's throwing rocks at my friend for spoiling animes for me a valid reason. I don't know, as someone who doesn't mind getting spoiled that much, I would say it's not a valid reason, but I know people can get very aggressive when they get spoiled. So I suppose you can be the judge for that. Just don't end in jail, okay? Alright. Then we have Tarusho, hiding an injury. That was for Terushima, obviously, because Daisho is getting traumatized enough. Well, apparently not enough, because 3 requests for Tarusho and Otana were Daisho angst and Daisho whoop. But yeah. Anyway, so hiding an injury / illness for Terushima. Yeah, he is the type who would hide stuff like this, especially from Daisho, to not worry him. So yeah, that can be done. I don't mind it, but she told me the characters that die in JJK. I didn't want to know that yet. Okay, I see. That could be a valid reason. I also know which characters are going to die. It's Instagram's fault, but it is what it is. I didn't really go out of my way to not look up spoilers, since I don't plan on reading the manga, so I don't really care. But I understand how that can be a valid reason. Fair. Teru has a nice heart to not make his lovely Daisho worried. Yeah. He is the type to protect his partner from everything, both physical and emotional. So he would be that person. It's probably going to be frustrating, but okay, this is for storyline some. Yeah, and then we have Saneshira group support, which I suppose I can put into the storyline because it's for Semi, and I was thinking something about him having PTSD from the attack, because surprise, he would probably have some sort of trauma from that. Oh, the cat is here. The cat is here. Maybe he can get a little treat. Let's see. What do we have here? stink. You little stink. You farted under my nose, didn't you? You stink, little beast. Standing at the very edge. Ready. Ready. Jeez. Come here. No, no, no. For someone as athletic as she is, she can be a little dummy sometimes. Ouch! That was my finger. I should teach her some circus tricks. I only taught her to tap on my hand when she's getting treats. But hey, better than nothing. Noof, noof, noof. She's like a little tiger, but a panther. Ouchie. Ouch. Little baby. Good sticks. Very good sticks. Yes, very good sticks. Yes, yes. Very good sticks. Oh, yes. That's a good meat. Good meat. It's technically jerky when I think about it. That's the good stuff. Hey. Good stuff. I love the fact that when she's on my table, she doesn't step on my keyboard because she knows that it makes me upset. Or like, not upset that I would yell at her or something, but I always removed her paws when she stepped on my keyboard. And now when she's walking around on the table, she always is like super careful not to step on the keyboard. It's really adorable. I gotta go, but I'll watch it tomorrow after school, so take care and bye. Bye, Liz. Have a great evening, I suppose. And see you again at some point. Well, to be fair, the chat isn't stream. I'm not going to prolong the stream for much longer because, yeah, as I said, I need to go to sleep early. And I've been streaming for an hour already. So, yeah. And we pretty much went through everything that I have for this. Oh, I have another Semishira. Semishira Angst is popular, apparently. Yeah, so last one is Semishira I Deserve This for Semi with extreme angst and heavy injury, which is something I am very excited about. However, again, because of the storyline, I have no idea how I'm going to include that. Only if I put it outside the storyline, However, this would be difficult to pull off, I suppose. Or maybe not. Now that I think about it, it actually doesn't have to be that difficult to include. Like, not in the storyline, but for the Womb Wednesday. See? Inspiration. It's coming. Even though this was randomized to most extent. Yes, and this is how I get inspiration to write stuff. Then I quickly lose it because I realize that I actually have to write the story and not just daydream about it. However, that's something I can do. I also need to go. I have volleyball practice in a few hours, so see you again when you're live. Bye, and hello Hikari. Bye-bye. And be careful on your volleyball practice. Don't hurt yourself, and see you next time. Okay, so since there are like 3 people here, I think we can end the stream here. I'm also losing my voice slowly but surely. So, thank you so much for being here. Don't worry, I already injured me. That's not calming at all. Yes, so thank you so much for being here with me tonight. And I'm thinking when I will do next stream, probably on Tuesday. So if you have time on Tuesday, check out the stream when it comes up. Sometime around the same time, I suppose. Maybe a little later because I have work on Tuesday. So yes, probably a bit later than today. But yes, I will do a stream on Tuesday. Again, thank you for being here with me, and see you with the next video / next stream. Bye bye.